Loser is the latest EP from Sasha Sloan, who joins us here in San Francisco.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I want to first start off with a happy belated birthday.
Oh, thanks.
It's just less than a week, or just about a week that you turned the big 2-4.
I'm old now.
What did you do?
I went to the zoo, and then I went to a dinner, had like a surprise. I invited all my friends to this dinner, and they all said no. And I was really, really bummed, and then they actually all showed up as a surprise.
Oh.
But like all day I was like, man, no one like wants to chill with me anymore.
Now, you've talked about anxiety, and we'll talk about it later too, but
Yeah.
how bad did you feel at that point?
Pretty bad, but I was like, whatever. I guess I'm old now. You're not supposed to have friends when you're old.
Was that like the best birthday ever? In terms
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome birthday. No complaints. Ate a lot of Mexican food. Drank a lot of margaritas.
Ah,
Ate a lot of Cadbury eggs.
nice.
Yeah,
Anything that lead to inspirational type of work?
absolutely not.
That's good.
I mean, I already have a song called Older, so I'm not really sure where I can go from here. What's up, San Francisco? I'm Sasha. Nice to meet you.
The way that you got discovered, I would think you had like the craziest parents in the world, because this whole thing started based on that one picture of your house getting painted and big old sign saying dork with the arrow pointed to your window.
Yes.
So who's the prankster of,
That was my mom and my stepdad.
okay.
They did that when I was like 18, which was like a little too old for that anyway. But yeah, I mean, that just like blew up on Reddit, and I'm a huge Reddit nerd. So when I saw it go #1 on the front page, I was like, okay, I've just absolutely peaked, and like anything that happens in my life will never be cooler than that moment for me. But yeah, I mean, that's how I got a publishing deal, and that's why I became a writer and moved to LA. And when I got signed as a writer, I didn't even know writing for other people was a job. I just assumed all artists wrote their own songs, because the ones that I grew up listening to did. So yeah, it was just a huge learning experience for me, but thanks, Reddit.
Yeah, you're that girl.
I'm that girl.
Yeah. So you said that your mom and your stepdad were the ones responsible for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, when you had that transition, you know, of piecing the family together and trying to figure yourself out, how did you deal with divorce and in particular songwriting? And how did it affect?
I mean, I've just only ever grown up as a kid who knows divorce. And like, I kind of saw what healthy relationships looked like through my friends. And I'm kind of hanging out at their houses a lot. But it's funny because Older is a song that I've always wanted to write. And I've tried, like, I have a couple other songs that have the same theme, but I never really got it right because I think they didn't have the perspective that Older has. I mean, I think it always came off a little too bitter, or like I didn't really know what the message was. And then I went through my first breakup, and I remember that's when it all kind of clicked for me. I was like calling my mom, I was like, man, like this is happening and I don't know what to do. And she was like, oh yeah, I've been there before. Oh yeah, I know what that feels like. And it kind of just made me realize like relationships are super complicated. And once that kind of clicked for me, it all, like Older kind of just came out.
Obviously, Loser's been out for a little bit of time now.
Yeah.
And so you have 2 EPs under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
And you've talked about this struggle to try to pick up the tempo, I guess.
Yeah.
Is an album in the works, and is that kind of the direction that you think you'll go to?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna drop a couple songs here. Yeah, however long it takes.
Yeah. And of course, I think that as time goes on, as an artist, you may have other pseudonyms and other
Yeah.
stage names and those kind of things. And
Yeah.
it's not super like well known, I think, to the general public that this is actually a stage name
Yeah.
that you go
Oh,
by,
yeah, it is.
right? And
Big
so
time.
how did that get chosen? I mean, you know, you hear the jokes about people choosing porn names, right? It's the middle of the pet's first
When
name.
I chose
and-
Sasha Sloan, my whole family was like, you sound like a porn star now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
what the
So
hell?
I'm glad. I'm trying to be as politically correct to ask this question as possible. Right?
No, you're all good. Yeah, so Alexandra, I don't even want to say it. I don't want anyone Googling this.
No, but you can say your first name.
Okay, so my first name's Alexandra, legally. And like the second I was out of the womb, everyone called me Sasha. Because in Russian, like Alexander Baron Cohen, Sasha Baron Cohen, that's his real name is Alexander. So Sasha's a nickname. It's like Richard and Dick in the US. So I was named after my grandmother who lives in Siberia. And so I was already called Sasha my entire life. And then I had a different last name, and I had all these that's super Russian, Yachenko. And I had these super embarrassing videos of me playing like dive bars when I was 14, and I couldn't get them off YouTube. So I just decided to change my last name instead of getting them off of YouTube. So I took my mom's last name, which is Sloan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if anyone ever Googles Sasha Yachenko, they'll have a fun night. Someone should get really stoned and do that.
Oh, really?
Because it's like a chubby 14-year-old me just like singing covers, like bad jazz covers in bars.
What kind of jazz covers? Is it like Dinah Washington or?
No, like
Billie
Etta
Holiday.
James, Billie Holiday, and then just like a couple bad Regina Spektor songs and like songs that I've written thrown in there. But like 14-year-old me written.
Yeah.
I have a song called The Stalker Song.
How did you get into a bar at 14 years old?
My mom pulled some strings.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was into this.
She was into it.
And she must be so proud right now.
I hope so.
Like she's glad she painted dork on your on the house.
I mean, who knows where I'd be without that.
Right. I'm sure she's concocting another scheme right now.
I'm sure she is,
try
honestly.
To get you up to that next level, right? We got to get you
another
Grammy,
viral post.
Right? Exactly. Well, congrats on all the success and recognition you're getting so far.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
I'm really looking forward to this album.
Oh, thanks.
I want to dance and cry at the same time.
Oh, God. Okay, noted. I can make that happen.
Right? I mean, that's the goal of every artist, I think, is to get people to feel and dance their worries away.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, great to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Sasha Sloan, you're watching B-Sides On Air.